this is your new Mrs. Albee for the year, starting the new cycle. And so that's really exciting to get to see what the new Albee looks like. So for our new representative's benefit, let me explain to you what that means. Mrs. Albee was the very first Avon representative. And so we have a replica of her every year for our top sellers. Anyone can be a top seller. Okay, so really there are the charts, President's Club. Everyone starts over now in Campaign 8. Everyone is back to ground zero. So we are back to zero. So if you average about $388 a campaign, then you will make President's Club.
Is
now,
that gross? Or
that is brochure prices.
okay.
Award sales are always brochure prices. Okay. The reason that that's so important is there's some real perks that come with being in President's Club.
I can see you get bigger discounts. So.
You get guaranteed 40% for the next full year.
Yeah.
You get 25% on the asterisk items, and you can order 3 demos. Remember we were talking about the what's new? So you can order 3 demos out of the what's new instead of just one. You get invited to a wonderful luncheon that we do every year. You get a 1-800 number to call Avon, but the biggest is the 40%. And of course you get the beautiful porcelain doll, Mrs. Albee. Now, the thing to know about her is this is last year's doll, okay? And I don't have her out because I'm not sure if anyone is going to get theirs today. We'll look at that in a second. But they're very coveted because you can only get them by earning them. And so I try to be very, very careful with them, or I would let you see. She's beautiful. The reason I tell you that is they actually break the mold, and you can never get them again. So it's very exciting. So the good news is, as you can see, our levels did not change.
Good.
Yet again, they are the same. So it's $10,100 for President's Club. Now you can move up, and you can get higher, and there's different levels of achievement. The highest is our President's Inner Circle. That is open to everyone. If you want to sell 280,000. We do have a couple of we have one President's Council member in our district, and that's Susan Jane having a store. But we do have people that sell at President's Council, even not having a store, if that makes sense. So the thing I do want to remind you of, and I know this is very exciting news, and I know that we're already in Campaign 7, and our orders have actually already gone in. However, it has not updated yet. So what I mean by that is, if you need to do an add-on order to get you there, you still can, okay? And I know, Jen, I apologize I didn't get back to you, but we can talk afterwards about the 50/50. So there is an opportunity that they have not done. It was going to be double dollars on award sales, okay? Brochure prices on select items in the brochure. They came out about a week or so ago that announced we were actually going to have triple dollars on the entire brochure, which is phenomenal. As you can imagine, someone that needed $2,100 to make President's Club, that was a pretty tall feat.
This is Campaign 7?
This is Campaign 7 of this that just went in. However, really, in all actuality, she needed a $700 order. Because if you triple that $700, then that would get you to the $2,100. So no one's really out of the ballpark at this point. And so what I mean by we haven't updated yet is until next Wednesday, about noon, you can do additional orders. So if you were still $300 away, you could still put in a $100 order, which would triple and get you to President's Club.
But what about the stuff that I put in for Campaign 7? It won't go on until next year?
No, that is done,
It's done.
which is okay. But the good news, the even more exciting news, is as you can see, it was also announced, and this is something that has never been done before. And that is they extended our cycle this year one more campaign. The reason that they did that is if someone didn't make it in Campaign 7 and they thought they had, this could be their chance to make it up. So at first, the initial reaction was, well, that's not really great because we start a new cycle in Campaign 8. Well, the great news is that they're not only allowing that to count in last year's cycle, they're allowing that same order to count in the new cycle. So you're really getting, again, double dipping in Campaign 8. So that will begin everyone's first campaign of the new cycle. Are there any questions on that? No? Okay. So this year, just so you know, again, for the benefit of our new representatives, every year Avon awards a special trip to our top sellers and our top leadership representatives. And if you are a senior executive unit leader, which Joyce is an executive unit leader working toward a senior. I know everyone in leadership is working toward senior, but she's the closest. So next year, when she makes senior executive unit leader, she will earn a trip to Puerto Rico. This year, those that have already earned it in this cycle and our top sellers like our President's Council members, they actually are going to Hawaii. So it's very exciting. There's always that trip, and it is open truly for anyone. So I do want to do just a couple of shout outs, and that is for our new leadership, and then a couple of new titled representatives. So in campaign 5, we had 4 new representatives that started leadership: Carrie Ard, Sarah Burton, Jennifer Douglas, and Kira Swenson. And then in campaign 6, Mira Martinez, she started. So we only had 1 in campaign 6, and we're going to work on increasing that. You're going to hear lots more about that in our leadership meeting coming up. We did have someone titled in campaign 6, and that is Katie Marshall, and we're really excited. She's been working on it for quite some time. She lives out in Grantsville, and she is under Jessica Hartley. So Jessica is very excited because she is now just 1 unit leader away from moving back into the advanced unit leader status. And then I just want to give a couple quick shout outs about Say Yes to Avon. Now what I have are numbers for only in-district appointments. Okay, it's very hard. I can do it, it's just a little bit tricky. But I do want to give a couple of accolades, if you will, to everyone that participated in Say Yes to Avon. Amy Allred did 12 in-district appointments. Elena Dornian did 6. And had a baby, yes. Jessica Hartley did 4. Jen Bacher, Joyce Daly, and Ann Woodbury all did 3. Plus, I know they did some outside. These are just in district. Katie Marshall, Christy Perkins, Susan Jane Schoonmaker, Jerry Taylor, and Kenzie Warner all did 2. So thank you so much for your efforts. And
so is it signing people up? Is that?
It is, correct.
That was one of Susan's, I guess.
Yes. Well, you were a more recent. No, that wasn't campaign 6. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So congratulations and welcome. So we do want to welcome our new representatives, and it looks like, so would you again tell everyone your name?
Okay. My name is LaRue Smuin. I live in Pleasant Grove, and I just started, this is my 2nd order to go in.
Nice.
My first one was 6, and I'm really new at this, so if I ask dumb questions, just please understand.
There's never a dumb question, and we are so happy to have you. And I have a little gift for you.
Okay.
So here's a mascara. You can choose one.
Thank you. Let me see.
I'll let you
I
pick.
don't get all of them.
I'll let you pick one of those
Let
out.
me see.
And does anyone have a birthday or an Avon anniversary in the month of March?
My anniversary is last month.
Well, we didn't do one, so you get a birthday. Happy birthday and happy anniversary and happy
Birthday.
birthday. No anniversary. It was so cute at my Chihuahua meeting. Little Karen said, "I had an anniversary," and it was her wedding anniversary. It was so cute. She got stuff for anybody because she was excited about that anniversary. I thought that was awesome.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so let me switch over to our actual presentation now. They did this like a little short this time. Okay.
Bringing money up here.
I like your format there, that's nice.
All right, so we're going to talk about moving your business. So this is our business buzz, and hopefully you can see it okay. I know the lighting in here is a little bit different. So we're going to talk about campaigns 8 and 9 today. So there's our agenda. We have some really great things to show you. It's kind of all coming together and making a lot of sense, spending a lot of time in the field this past week with the field training manager and kind of connecting the dots, if you will. So I'm really excited to share that with you, especially in leadership going forward, and how it will make a lot of sense, utilizing the tools that we have online and whatnot. And I'll share those with you in just a couple minutes. So, campaign 8, do you love the cover of our brochure in campaign 8? It is fabulous, because remember in the What's New, little Paula was not on the front, right? It was just the shoes. So such a great picture of her. So the reason that we have the 5 items shown up here on the screen that I'm going to go through is it correlates with your brochure store map, right? How many of you honestly use this tool?
I just found it when I was going through, I'm trying to find a website,
Okay.
and I want to print that out and give it to my people, the
Okay.
things, if I can. Say, this is on sale, it's a good deal, you should buy
Right.
it.
Let me tell you the reason behind giving you a store map. A couple of the reasons. Think about the fact that this actually has, let's just look, 175 pages, 177 pages. That's a lot of pages to look through, right? Are we not all in like the fastest paced life world that you've ever seen of late? So if you will take the time to point out some key things that are in the brochure, it will really surprise you what it will do for your business. I know personally, when I get something, I go to what I need. But I don't necessarily look at maybe what would be a benefit to me. So when you look at, so the shoes are fabulous, beautiful, $34.99. Look at this amazing deal, $122 value for $24.99 with a $20 purchase. Do you know how easily that would be overlooked if you didn't point that out to your customers? Then you look at a brand new eyeliner that we have. It actually has a sharpener in the lid so that it keeps the point pointy, which is really cool. And it twists up just like the glimmer sticks, which is, it's called Always On Point eyeliner. Great price. Intro's at $3.99. This is one I wanted to really point out. So if you have, how many of you have Gen X users? Okay, they want to bathe in it, right? Because it's like one of the most popular products that we sell right now. So maybe they don't actually need it because they're scraping the bottom with a Q-tip or something because they're almost out. But what if they're getting low? What an incredible price for $29.99. If you're pointing that out to them, they're not going to have to wait until they're completely out and are panicked and have to pay full price. They might even buy two, right? It has a pretty good shelf life. And then we have the mini glazers on the back cover, which the front cover and the back cover are always the first two places that people focus on, okay? So let's just look at the potential of that. If you had a customer that ordered one of those beautiful pair of shoes in the very front, and they ordered that 7-piece beauty blockbuster. Now remember, they have to have a $20 order. Well, the shoes just covered that for them. Then they order one of the eyeliners, and then they order one of the Gen X night cream, and one of the mini glazers. Do you see the price of what that one order comes to? $94.95. Okay, so what if, let's just play the what if game. What if you had 10 people that did that? Could you handle a $949 order? Okay. But think about, maybe you wouldn't have a $95 order. So cut that in half, and half of $949 is still over your $425 that you need to give you your 40% if you're not in President's Club, okay? But the key is, you pointed out items in the brochure. You took the time to do that. I had the opportunity to observe Jen doing some follow-up appointments this past week in the field, and I was really impressed with how she really went through the brochure with her new recruits, showing them just that. She pulled out a lot of these things that you print right offline. All the tools are there for you. So when you have this and you show them and you give them ideas and you point out specifically our scented pages, which by the way are free samples, when you point that out, maybe even fold up the pages for them, really truly can have a big impact on your business. So now it is even quicker and easier to set up your online business and activate key digital tools. I love the fact that Avon is truly moving into that 21st century, into all of the technology. We live in a technology world, right? You guys have actually trained me on some of our technology because it's just changes all the time. But we have all the tools in front of us. We just have to make sure that we're using them. So Campaign 9, the Campaign 9 brochure cover has our Violetta on the front. And that is our newest fragrance, and it will be in the Mother's Day time frame. Okay, so this is going to be your Mother's Day fragrance. This also has your scented page. So this is fabulous. It gives you, again, that free sample for your customer. Probably one of my favorite Butler bags that we've ever carried. Love the braided look, but I love the color. The pink is what a great spring color. And honestly, not sure we've ever had a Butler bag at that price. That is a fabulous price, $19.99. So really excited about that. Beautiful piece of jewelry, and it is sterling silver, so it's not just kind of the costume jewelry, so it's sterling silver. And then another, you can see we still have a scented page on this as well. This is one of our hot deals. You get all 5 products for just $5.99. And then of course your shower gels on the back page, 99 cents with a $5 purchase
Whoa.
in the certain pages, right? So they're not 3 for $99. This is showing you again if your customer took 3 at $99, they would have a $15 order. Does that make sense? The next slide will make that a little more.
Is it unlimited after they make a $5 purchase?
No, no. Typically it's 1 per the $5. Does that make sense?
So
One
if they
for
had
every $5
$25
they
order,
they could order
5.
If they had a $15 order, they could order 3.
Okay.
So think of this though. What if you had customers that ordered $15 worth of product in those pages? They didn't order any of those.
Then we order.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Awesome.
You order it because what an amazing deal. At 40%, you're paying 60 cents a piece.
Yeah.
Even at 30%, if you're at that. I mean, that is a...
Even 99 cents. That's a deal.
Exactly. I want to say you're crazy not to, but we won't. So campaign 9, let's do the same scenario. If you had a customer that ordered the Violetta, now here is the package. You actually get the fragrance. I'm going to move those out of the way so you can see. So you get the fragrance, the shower gel, the lotion, and the little mini purse fragrance, all for $38. The butler bag at $19.99, the sterling silver mom necklace at $19.99, the naturals 5-piece hot deal, and then 3 of the shower gels at 99 cents each brings you to $90.94. Again, taking that times 10, you again have over a $900 order. You're going to make Honor Society if you really did this every campaign. Okay, so I do want to talk a little bit more about the Flor Violetta. This is a fabulous fragrance, and rather than handing you the bottle, I'm just going to let you take one of these so that we can be respectful of those that don't.
All of them.
Aren't they wonderful?
Yes.
And we do have, kind of jumping around a little bit, but we do have this available for our leaders. So leaders can order, this is your toolkit for both of these Mother's Day and Father's Day fragrances. It is $40 for the entire kit, everything you see here, plus a few more samples that I didn't get out. Obviously campaign 7 is over, but we can certainly order this for you in campaign 8. So I do have a sheet and I'll be sure and, if you want to sign up for those, okay? But let me tell you a little bit about the incentive for this. I do actually have instant delivery of this product today, so rather than having to wait for it to be shipped to you, I have it on hand. So you get 5 sets, you get the entire set, you get 1 full set for free, and the award sales, I want to just look at that again, is $190, and I think you pay about $104, but let me just,
It says 114.
that's what you could earn.
Is what you pay. It says you pay.
You pay $104.
I'm sorry, it is, so that would be basically, you're going to end up with it at about 50%. So 114 is what you're going to earn, you're going to pay 114. The great thing about it is, you won't be billed for this until campaign 9. So you're not going to pay for it until campaign 10, okay? But you can go home with it today. So that means you not only can start selling it for Mother's Day, you can start actually selling it for like Easter and showers and all those different things that come up. So I do have a paper that I'll pass around in a little bit, if you would like to take advantage of that. Then our next stock up opportunity, I know, is that the creepiest little thing?
Yes. Yeah.
That's horrible.
So this is our new,
Make some message.
this is our annual, we do this every year, annual Skin So Soft stock up, because honestly, this is the one product that makes sense to have on hand. Because when you're in the park, or when you're at a 4th of July, or watching the fireworks, or you're camping, or you know people that are going on the Girl Scouts or the Boy Scouts, or they are going camping, they will call you and say, I'm leaving and I don't have any bug guard, do you have any? Why, yes I do, because I stocked up on it. We will have 4 winners that will win a car.
Fun.
20 and get 2 for free. You only pay $95.88 for 20 of those, which is an amazing deal. When you take 40, you get 4 free. You also get the cooler / mat that opens up into a mat. You pay $191 for those. Board sales of $319. And then the bottom one, if you really have a lot of people, or you maybe sell to an organization, if you will, that would be the one for you. And that's where you take 60, get 6 for free, $40 check plus the cooler mat thing. So I do have a paper. I'm going to pass around a commitment form in just a couple minutes. So we have that opportunity. But I have to tell you that this is probably one of my very favorite things that I've discovered in our What's New. And that is finding that we are starting to sell sunscreen again.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yes.
I knew everyone would be excited about that. And honestly, this is an amazing, amazing deal. You actually can get everything you see pictured here for $29. It is a $78 value.
Wow.
And I can have that shipped directly to you.
Okay.
And I have so I'll show you the commitment forms. This is such good news because we do have people that just want, if they're going to the pool, they just want a sunscreen.
Yeah, they don't
And
want the
they don't
bug.
want the bug guard necessarily.
Right.
So this is great. We have the other thing, I mean, just, it's our whole product line. We have something for everyone. So I'm very, very excited about this opportunity.
What's the SPF on that?
The SPF is, they are 40s and 25s.
Awesome.
They also have some aloe in here as
Nice.
well,
Do
which
they
is
still have
really
the kids
nice.
one?
Pardon me?
Do they still have the kids one?
They do, and they have a spray.
Do they have
Which is
this-
nice.
Do they have the sunscreen with the bug guard stuff in it?
Oh yes, you can still get the bug guard with it. So that's what's great. You can still get,
Like together in one?
yes, you can order, let me just double check.
Because I love
Yes,
that
there's the
last
bug
year.
guard with SPF 30 in it, okay, that you can order. But it's not just those, that's for the stock up. But
Yeah.
remember, we have all of these, so you can get it in the aerosol.
Yeah,
The
they're-
stock up is strictly the aerosol. You can get all the other ones as well, okay? We still have all of
I
it.
love that.
Is that the mini?
It is the little one again. Yeah, isn't that great?
They're bringing that one back?
So great to put in your purse.
Good.
Is the sunscreen the broad-based, or the broad spectrum sunscreen? Because that's the,
That's the going theme.
yeah,
It
I
should
can't
be.
remember what it's called.
Water resistant,
Something.
competitively priced, broad spectrum SPF
Okay.
40.
Because that's the one that blocks all of the,
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's good. A
Great.
great question. So now you already know that, and now you can tell that because that's going to be a question that
Now we
comes
can
up.
sell it.
yes.
You can sell it. Okay.
And so you
So-
can go to the park 3 or 4 times a week.
There you go.
and all
Have
of
it
your
in
basket.
Have it in your bag.
So good of you.
So that's awesome. So I do want to touch just a little bit, and we are going to go over this a little more in depth, but just for the sake of repetition, because it's always good, is just to touch on what your incentive programs are. As a leadership representative, it's really important that you know and understand completely what our process is and what opportunities lie for anyone that's interested in the leadership program. As you know, every person that you bring in, as long as they place an on-time order of $100 or more and pay for it, you get what?
$25.
$25, absolutely. If that person begins leadership in their first campaign and earns their $25, you get an additional $25, okay? The answer is as achievable as 311. Now this is what we're finding is really providing the most success for those that really want to move their business forward. And that is three new representatives every campaign, one of them being a new candidate, and then offering an opportunity meeting. Now, an opportunity meeting doesn't have to be a grand room like this set up with a projector and all that stuff. It can be sitting at McDonald's in front of your computer. Because you know what? You have the tools and you have the video and the PowerPoint presentation for an Avon opportunity meeting. And that's one of the things we're really going to talk about at the leadership meeting next, is really the tools that we have online and where to find them and how beneficial they are to your business. So how do you maximize your Believe in Your Success bonuses with the 311? So let's just talk about being a candidate to unit leader. Now obviously this is when you're doing it on the fast track. So let's just say, Sandy, I'm going to use you as an example. let's say that you started leadership in campaign 8, okay? So you got your first person in campaign 8. Avon is going to give you 4 campaigns to get that $500 bonus, okay? That's 2 months basically. However, we have a little accelerated bonus on top of that. So let's just look at it like this. If in campaign 8 you brought in 2 people, okay, and you got the $25 bonus for them, okay? If the next campaign you brought in 1 more, you've now done 3 within your first 3 campaigns. That's going to give you $100 on top of the 25 that you've already earned on those 3 people. So you're now at 175, right? When you add 2 more people as a minimum, now these are just the minimums, and I will tell you, to be a successful unit leader, you really need more than just the minimum of 5. Okay, rule of thumb is 8 to 10. But for the sake of the slide and making it, simplifying it, when you get 5 recruits that place that on-time order, $100 or more and pay for it, within 4 campaigns, you now have 125 total. The 75 for the first 3, you just add 2 more, 125. You got the $100 bonus bridge, which is new. That's for getting your first 3 within the first 3 campaigns. And then you get your $500 bonus, okay, when you get your total unit leader and qualify as a unit leader within those 4 campaigns. That's a total of 725. Now the thing is, it's not capped there. If you get 10 of them, you just got another 125 on top of that. Okay, so it doesn't stop at 5 that you stop earning. Okay, so that's an amazing opportunity. When you're going from unit leader to AUL, remember, you've already got your 5, so when you add 7 more, again, it's just times the 25, you've got 175. When you're an advanced unit leader, you begin to earn mentoring bonuses as well. So that's where the $50 comes in, because when you have someone become a unit leader and they get their $100 bonus, you then get a $50 bonus, which is pretty awesome. And then when your unit leader gets a $500 bonus and you advance yourself to advanced unit leader, you get a $1,000 bonus. Does that sound like money everybody could use? Okay, so, and it just gets bigger from there, okay? But that's just an example of how you could maximize your Believe in Your Success bonus. So, today we've talked about, we want to know how to invite, inform, and inspire. And honestly, this is where Avon is going. These are the terms that you're going to hear a lot going forward. You want to invite new customers into your store all the time. How else are you going to grow your business? Your store, your brochure is your store. So you've got to invite people in.
And your online store.
And your online store, absolutely. But you want to invite them into your store. You want to also inform them. So can you inform them of the things in your brochure and the products if you don't know yourself? So you need to challenge yourself, whether it's sitting down and looking at the brochure, looking at the tools online, taking some of the training classes. You have to inform them, but you have to be informed first.
Another great way to be able to inform people is if you're on Facebook, I use Facebook a lot for a lot of my people that are, because I look at it you have, let's say, 300 friends on there. That's freaking advertising.
That's right.
Free advertising. And so, people can get annoyed if they want. They can delete me if they want. But as long as they're my friend on that, they're going to get information. And I'm friends with Avon on Facebook. And so when you go through Avon, you can actually share a lot of their posts. And so you can put that on your wall. And I've had 3 or 4 new customers that I would have never even thought cared about Avon, knew about Avon, and they're my customers now. Because I have done that.
Because you informed them.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
I have a question about Facebook. When you post the Avon, I'm friends with Avon too. When you post it to your
Yeah.
own page, is that your link?
It's not your link. I always make sure that I have my website directly below. I say, to get this look, make sure you visit my website at this, and this, and then it directs them to that. But I also do a lot of the social media stuff that we have. If you're on your, the web. The very last link on the
Web office.
When you're on Web Office, in the middle column on the bottom, there's a place that's called social media,
And you can actually share these apps that Avon has actually created for us to be able to post on our pages. And if you're on there, you'll have it where you can have it, I think, where they automatically post for you, or you can manually do it. And I always go in and I manually do it. And with that one, you have the choice to put your name on there and your web address. But if they click on that page, if they click on that little picture or whatever, the advertisement, that goes directly to your office, like your website. So that's another great way too. That's how a lot of my friends find out about stuff. And then Avon also has a place where you can track all of the people that are looking. I mean, you won't see the individual person's name, but you'll see like 74 people, hit your link, or, 70 people opened your email. So anyways, yeah, so it's pretty cool. So they have done a lot for us.
They have, and the tools we have now, we just have to use them.
How
Yeah.
secure is that?
Is what?
How secure is that form of, like, if you put someone's email, I notice when you go online and you put their email into your Avon website, how secure is that? Are they gonna get junk email from other people, or?
No,
Okay.
You can
absolutely
control
not.
what emails get sent to your customers.
Yeah, and
Or
how
you can
often.
have them auto send the email, so it's your choice either way.
It is very, I can tell you, it's very, I don't know what the word I want, I'm not sure guarded is the right word, but it's just very protected. Avon is very big. That's the last thing we want is for customers to get a bunch of spam and stuff because of us. So it's very, very, they're very cautious about that. It just is amazing how far we've come, even in just the last couple of years, and what that's been able to do for your business. But if you're not using the tools, then you're not going to benefit from them.
Do you know what I just started on mine, because I have a smartphone, I take pictures of my checks, and it goes right into my account.
Oh, I love that. Yes,
It's
that's
so much
awesome.
nicer.
And you can use the Square, which is the new, where you can just, if you're with a customer, you can just take their payment right on the spot and it deposits right into your account.
Is that the credit card one that will spend?
Uh-huh.
And then they charge you a 2%.
But that's not very much. If it's a really big order, when you think about 2% versus, oh, I'm gonna order all this product, but when you've got the payment, it's cool to order the product. The 2% it's just not that much.
Yeah.
But it would have to depend.
Yeah.
Obviously everyone is different, and you would have to determine that for yourself.
So the people I sell to are mostly older people. They don't have the technology or the desire to
Sure.
buy a credit
So they
card.
probably
Most of them
would
write
just
checks.
give you a check, which is great too, which is perfect. But isn't it great that we have those opportunities? That we have some other ways to manage your business now. And then inspiring, so you want to inspire maybe your customers to hear about what we have to offer, this amazing opportunity, but you can also inspire customers about our product line and building loyalty to you. Because think about, when we have things like the new brand, when you're passionate about it, that's inspirational to people. But the same about your business. So I love the fact that that's kind of our new platform, if you will, is the invite, inform, and inspire. So when you invite people to grow your business in campaign 8 and 9, again, when you invite, inform, and inspire, so you're going to invite people into your store. How amazing would it be that if you invited 20 new customers into your store, what that could do for your business? And how do you do that? Maybe by the power of 3. So most of you in the room know what that is. For those that don't, power of 3 is as simple as talking to 3 new people every day. Not the same people, 3 completely new people every day. And that can have a true impact on your business. If you just did it 5 days a week, that's potentially 15 new people that you could bring into your store or talk to about the Avon opportunity. And then informing, again, a really great point is when the question was asked, is it a broad spectrum SPF? Well, now you know, you're informed. Now you'll be able to inform your customers. And that can be powerful to your business. And then inspiring about the Avon opportunity, having an opportunity meeting is really a great way to do that and to share that opportunity, especially if you can do it like in a group setting. Isn't it great? More bang for your buck, if you will. Bring more people in and share that opportunity at the same time. So until next time, So important. I would encourage you to take a look at these. Take a look at this online, your brochure map. We also have, which is fabulous, and I don't know how many of you are using this, and this is your roadmap. So I don't know if you even know what the roadmap is, but it is broken into every campaign. So every RPS. So we're RPS 2, right? So this is a roadmap for an RPS 2 representative. It tells you on here, step by step, when you should be doing what in your business. If you're doing leadership and you're doing opportunity meetings, when you would want to have those. When typically our sales meetings weeks are, granted we don't have things like this week is a little bit different because my venue, unfortunately they're under construction, so we had to switch it up a little bit. But typically that's where it is. It tells you when your orders go in, tells you when the next campaign starts, and so on. It's just a really great, it gives you a place over here where you can actually set some goals, and then you can come back to it and refer to it. These are just, again, more tools that are available for you.
That sounds fabulous. Tell me where to find it.
You actually go to, I believe that it is under, now I get my SMO and the yoravon.com. Because it's not under sales, it's campaign tools. Campaign tools is where you'll find it, and on the left you'll see all kinds of things. And what it'll do is it'll say roadmap, and when it comes up, then it'll be broken down by RPS, and you'll put, we're RPS 2 in a week. Okay, so that's the one that you'll want to use for that. So how many of the Skin So Soft products will you sell, and how many of the sun products? The great thing is when I hand out this this little commitment sheet on the sunscreen, there's no limit. So you can order as many of those bundles as you would like. So it's not just a limit of one like some of them. You know, once in a while we get those limits of one. So there's no limit. So I'm gonna let you guys take one of those. If you want, again, the Flora Violetta, I have that on hand. You'll go home with it today. The Bug Guard will be shipped to you in campaign 9, but you won't be billed till 11 and you won't pay until 12. So that's way down the road. And then, you know, talk about scheduling time with your upline or with me out in the field, because that's how you'll really improve your business as well. Whether you need computer training or we want to go out and show you how to do the power of 3 and prospect and talk to people. That's what we're here for. We also have the worksheet, the campaign planning worksheet on yoravon.com under the training tab. Fabulous, again, another tool that if you will take the time, take a half an hour to an hour and sit down and plan each campaign out, it might really surprise you the difference in where your sales are right now and where they could be. If you have a desire to make President's Club, that's going to be a way to help you do it. If you have a desire to get into leadership or move the next level or achieve a level of leadership, that planning things out is how you're going to make that happen. So, it is not because things are difficult that we dare not venture, it is because we dare not venture that things are difficult. So keep that in mind as we wrap up. I do want to tell you, I have just something, you know, it's springy and I won't see you again. Well, we won't have another meeting. Maybe we'll see you again. But we do have Easter coming, which is really early this year. So I have a couple of fun Easter baskets. So what we're going to do is, anyone that does the Flora Violetta and takes one today, we'll go into the drawing and we'll get to choose which of their Easter baskets they would like. And then we